we make things. We use our hands, minds, and machines to build, to fix, to improve. We're known as do-it-yourselfers, home improvement fans, fix-it fanatics, inventors. At our core, though, we're all makers. So let's jump in and make something.
Hi, I'm Ron Hazelton. Welcome to the show. Today we're going to give a weathered and dingy piece of lawn furniture new life using a finish designed to stand up to the rigors of the outdoors. Then I'll work with a Midwestern family to put up an all-vinyl fence around their yard that's pretty much maintenance-free. Finally, we'll head to the workshop where we'll design and build a toy chest that has ample room for all of a child's favorite playthings and makes an attractive addition to their room. Well, this Adirondack chair is one of my favorites. Actually, I built it myself from a kit, personalized it down here. Looking a little tired now, though, so I want to revive it and make it look more like it did when I first built it.
Sun and rain exact quite a toll on outdoor furniture, over time breaking down almost any finish. So my first step here is to remove loose, flaking, or powdery residue from the surface. For this piece, I'm using 80 grit sandpaper and an orbital or vibrating sander. You can see how quickly and easily it cleans up the surface. Once the sanding is complete, I wipe the chair with a clean, soft cloth to remove dust from the surface. I'll be applying a two-step finish on this piece. Staining will be the first step. As the name implies, stain imparts color by penetrating into the surface. I normally begin at the top of the project and work downward in order to catch any drips or splashes. You can see how the wood is soaking up the color, much like a dry sponge would absorb water. While stain can be applied with the cloth, I usually prefer using a brush, since I find it allows me to thoroughly and uniformly coat the surface. As soon as the stain has penetrated the wood, but before it has had a chance to dry, I begin wiping it with a clean, dry cotton cloth. Here's where it's important to move in the direction of the grain to avoid streaking. I keep wiping until there is no wet stain left on the surface, then allow the chair to dry overnight. This is a tack cloth. It's designed to pick up dust and dirt from the surface before a finish or top coat is applied. The top coat we'll be using is the Spar Urethane from Minwax, which is designed for exterior use. I've chosen a semi-gloss sheen for the chair, so a thorough stirring is important to distribute the flattening agent evenly. To make pouring neater, I snap on a plastic spout and slowly pour the polyurethane down the side of a clean container. This minimizes the formation of bubbles. The best way to load the brush is to dip it into the finish about halfway, then slap it gently on the container sides to remove any excess. When applying a clear top coat like this, it's best to begin at the top and work downward in order to catch drips. Brush in the direction of the grain using long, smooth, straight strokes until the coating is uniformly distributed. As always, a good quality brush will pay dividends and result in an even finish that's free of marks and loose bristles. When I finished applying the top coat, I set the piece aside and let it dry overnight. From weather-worn to beautifully restored, this chair is ready to face the rigors of another outdoor season and offer me a comfortable place to sit and relax.
The Bickles would like to try their hand at fencing. Putting fencing around their yard, that is. Next stop, Cranetown Island, Ohio.
Hi, Ron.
Hey, Carol. I know you anywhere.
Welcome to Indian Lake, Ohio. Ohio's
thanks
best kept
very
secret.
much.
Hi, I'm
Best
Blair.
kept secret. This is good. Hey, Blair, how
Good
are
to
you?
see you.
This must be the hottest day of the year
It
here.
has got to be a hot
Ooh.
day, but we're excited to get started this project.
Well, show me, will you?
Okay.
What we're thinking of is we're trying to get a cottage look, picket type fence, and we just want an accent piece.
Blair and Carol show me where they want the corner of the fence, and we drive in a stake. Okay, 53 and a half.
Then we stretch a string to show us the fence line and measure to make sure it's parallel to the curb. Carol stretches a second string at right angles to the first, and we measure to make sure that the fence is also parallel to the driveway.
All right, Carol, now we're going to be putting the fence posts every 8 feet. So
Okay.
here's an 8-foot mark.
I
If you would just
see,
put the stake,
96 inches.
96 inches, 8 feet. You're a math teacher?
I'm a math teacher at high school.
What's half of 96?
48.
Didn't even hesitate a moment there. Now, there are 2 ways to dig this hole. The old-fashioned way, like your post hole digger there, or my way.
We vote for your way, Ron.
Hang on, ride that puppy! Ride that puppy! Run!
My way is a power auger, and as you can see, it makes short work of hole digging. Gravel is added to the bottom of the holes for drainage.
Okay, a little bit more. Excellent. Okay, good. It's time to mix some concrete now. We'll want about 1.5 to 2 of these 80-pound bags for each of those holes that we dug.
All right.
So Blair, if you wouldn't mind throwing one more in there.
You need more water? Anymore?
Yeah, keep going.
The water actually is going to react with the materials in this concrete and cause it to turn hard. It's not a matter of the water evaporating, it's actually a catalyst.
Oh, how long will it take to set up?
You know, in this heat today, I think we're going to see this start to stiffen up in probably less than a half hour.
Wow.
Yep. Okay, this is just about the right consistency. Carol, just go ahead and rake some of that out right into the hole.
How am I doing?
So you're doing great.
Okay.
Fill that hole right up. Good. Now, you notice this post that we're going to be using here is hollow on the inside. In most cases, with a solid post, you'd put the post in the hole and pour the concrete around it. Not so with this one. We fill the hole with concrete first, and then we set this in and work it like this right down into the concrete. What's happening right now is the concrete is filling up the inside of the post, as well as surrounding the outside. Here's a little post hole. You can do this 2 ways. You can just simply hold this up on the post. It's got 2 levels. We can sort of do a rough plumb on this.
Okay.
Or if you want your hands free, you can take the rubber band and just pop it around this way. You can kind of leave this on here. I'll turn it over here, you can see it. You kind of leave this on here and you've got both hands free to maneuver the post. All right, folks, here's your new fence. Now this is it's all plastic, PVC. And the good news is you'll never have to paint this.
Well, that is
it'll
good
never
news.
rot, okay? All right, Carol, now take a look at the bottom of these pickets right here and decide
Okay.
how far you want these from the ground. We can move up or down.
I think that looks pretty good right there.
Right here. Then we'll just mark it right here, the top rail and on the bottom rail. All right, now this is the bracket that's going to attach the fence to the actual post, guys.
Okay.
So this is, if you hold that for me right there.
I'll hold it firm there. And you got
We
it.
use a drill with a screwdriver bit to attach the brackets.
Bingo. Here we go. Thumb stuck.
Okay.
All set.
Okay, Blair, if you can grab the fence section right there,
All right.
the picket section.
Take it here.
Carol, just kind of steady the post.
Okay.
Now the ends of this fence are going to sit right in those brackets that we just put on.
And that's
There you
easy
go.
enough. Let's go
All the way
here.
down,
There we
right?
are.
Now, all we have to do is secure those with another screw.
Now that Blair, Carol, and I have completed our first post, we'll repeat the process for the other 3.
Mark.
Okay, good.
The last section.
Blair uses a circular saw to cut off the post to the right height.
Okay, stop right there. Now,
Okay.
we still got a little bit left. We're going to finish that off with a handsaw.
Perfect. There.
A PVC adhesive is used to glue on the top of the post.
A little bit extra right here.
Okay,
Wipe that down.
let's let go of it.
Pretty good.
Excellent.
Now we start building the fence and gate that will be at the side of the house. We make sure the distance between the bottom and the top of these posts is equal, since the gate will go in here. Carol tries her hand at the power saw and looks like a seasoned pro.
Perfect.
Excellent.
How's that?
Excellent.
You're a regular carpenter. There's no
Now
doubt
let's see
about
if
it.
how your hand saw skills are. If they're as good as your circular saw skills, you have a job.
All right.
No, that won't work.
Okay.
Oh, that you were teasing. I know that. All right, great job. Hopefully it fits right in here. Get the bottom, get the top.
Very nice. Nice fit.
It's a good fit. Let's turn this right here, and this will be just about the end of the fence. Nice and tight. There we go.
You done?
Check the latch, see if it works.
Hinges are on. Latch is on. Let's give it a test.
There it is. Bingo.
Sound.
Oh,
Okay.
It's wonderful.
I
love
am
it,
boiling.
Ron. Thank
You know.
Oh,
Well, you're very welcome.
Let's go for a boat ride.
Go.
Come on.
You know, I think it was Robert Frost that said, "Good fences make good neighbors." Now I know what he meant.
So true.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, thanks, Ron.
It
Let's
was
go.
a fun day.
I can't wait to show you this. Come on in. I got her first set of tools and a toolbox.
Just what our
Look,
daughter needs.
Look at this. Okay, everything in here. Look at this. You got a tape measure, huh? We got pliers, huh? Can you put your hand on that?
Honey, I think
There you go. We grip that, girl. This is
Maybe
for
when
nuts and
she's
bolts. Look, she's
older.
gripping it. She's gripping it. She's a natural. Well, some other time. Really? I think I jumped the gun a little bit here.
I think so. I think it's a little on the old side for her, hon.
All right. Well,
Maybe when she's a
okay.
couple years older.
All right, so that's a good reason for me to do what I want to do today, which is to build her sort of a combination bench and toy box, toy storage chest, actually.
Okay.
So I've got that over here, and then we can put all these things in it for a couple of weeks until she's ready for them. Huh?
Well, that's wonderful.
So this will have a back, a bottom, a seat, actually, that hinges up, lifts up, a front, and then two sides. And these are the sides right here. And the first thing I want to do, actually, is to kind of get rid of this sharp edge right here, because I don't want that near her, and make this more rounded.
Sort of a scallop look.
Yeah, scallop look.
To create the scallops, I first drew them on one of the side panels. To make sure I have a matching pair, I clamp both side panels together and cut them out at the same time with a jigsaw. Then give them a sanding to remove the saw marks.
So here are all the parts for our bench toy chest. Now it's time to assemble them together. Now we could use nails and glue or screws and glue, but today I want to use this tool right here. It's called a plate joiner, and you can rent this at most tool rental stores. It actually has a rotary cutting blade on the inside right here, and if I push this up, you can see the edge of that blade. Now what happens when you do push this up and into a piece of wood is it cuts a slot, just like this. Generally, you cut two slots on two pieces of wood that you want to put together. And then into those slots, you put one of these pre-made biscuits. You can get these at almost any home improvement center. Put a little glue in there first. The biscuit goes in one side, a little glue on the other side, and you join these two together. Now, this is our side, and I've marked the location of the biscuit joints. I want 3 of them to join the side to the back right here. Now, what's really important in using biscuit joinery is to transfer the mark from one piece of wood to the adjoining piece of wood after you've got the 2 pieces in position. Got all the slots cut here, all the grooves, and I want to start putting this together.
That you do.
Okay. So this is the glue, a special glue bottle right here, and take the lid off, that slips right down inside these slots like that. Okay, now here's the biscuits. Just drop those right in the slots.
And these up here?
Okay, now let's tip this up.
Okay.
All right, hold it right there. Now we're going to slip.
Got
We're going
it.
to slip these 2 together right now.
Okay.
These biscuits are going to go up into those slots just like that. This is the back right here.
Okay.
We're going to slide
Do you
this
need me
up.
just to hold on to this?
Yeah, that'd be great.
With the front and back attached to the bottom, we're ready to add the sides.
Good fit.
By the way, you have some glue on your mustache.
I know. Oh, I put it there intentionally. Okay, there we go. So,
So what-
we're going to leave this now for,
half an
we'll give
hour?
it a couple of hours. All
Okay.
right, just to make sure the glue is thoroughly dry.
Okay.
Then we'll come back and clean off the excess and put the lid on.
And then put some paint on. And then fill it with toys.
You got the plan, man.
Okay.
While our glue's dry, next step is I want to install a couple of cleats right here on the side. These are going to support the lid.
We attach the cleats with glue and screws. With the cleats in place, I next attach a piano hinge to the rear edge of the lid. First by drilling pilot holes, then driving in screws.
I want to attach the other side of the piano hinge to the bench now. So can you kind of hold that
Just hold
to
it
the
right
back?
here.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
center it in the opening here because I got a little clearance
I have
on
it.
each side.
I use a self-centering bit to drill pilot holes. Then we begin installing small screws with hand screwdrivers so we won't strip out the threads.
Now what I did, just to make this easier, I magnetized the screwdriver,
Ooh, fancy.
and that way you just put it on the end of the screwdriver like that.
So for even a girl like me, I can actually figure out how to make
You
this
can
work.
do it without the magnet, huh?
I don't think so.
You're so magnetic yourself. Gonna beat you.
Well, you told me that, so you distracted me. Done. Yep.
Okay,
All
there
right.
we go.
Lovely.
Nice, huh?
Ow!
You know what? I just thought,
We need something so it doesn't slam on any little fingers.
yeah, you get some fingers right here, and you pull that in there. That could be a real problem.
That's nice.
So what I'm
That's
going to
nice.
do is I'm going to install actually,
Some kind of spring or
a
some
lid
kind of-
support here, one or maybe two. Okay, now here's the idea. We loosen this enough so that there's just enough friction here.
Wait, should I let go of my
You
fingers?
let go.
Oh.
Guess I got to put the tools away for a little while, huh?
At least a few months. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we'll slip these right in here. Plenty of room, and then, you know, it's not going to be too long before she's going to want this. So I'm going to put that right in there with the other
I think we
things.
need
huh?
to substitute that for a doll. Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice, huh?
It
Yeah, there's
looks
so
great.
many ways we could finish this too. Obviously, we can paint it, but you could put a cut out a filigree up here, a design or an applique,
Or her name.
or her name. Be great for stencils. Yeah. So what do you think, Danielle? Huh?
I think she's sleeping,
She is. Yeah.
but she loves it.
If you'd like more information about the bench toy chest, well, be sure to check our website, ronhazelton.com. Wow, what a storm. It's really coming down out there, which gives me a chance to mention something about storm doors. You know, it's actually not the door itself I want to show you, but the closer that holds it open. Now, in the past, in order to keep the door in the open position, you had to slide a washer along the shaft right here. Kind of awkward, but in this new design, all you have to do is push this button. The door stays open. Now, if I'm coming back outside with a big load, all I have to do is push on the door, and it shuts automatically.
To view today's projects again, visit ronhazelton.com, where you'll find hundreds of how-to videos available 24/7. Free home improvement videos online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.